So we'll get straight right into it, right? Now, it's very interesting. We're going to be talking about Makkah City, right? And the way Saudi Arabia is right now, development is not longer defined by just asset value, and how massive the assets are, right? But right now you are looking at a productive city. You are looking at an inclusive city, how economically viable is that city, right? So I want you to just paint a picture, looking at the Vision 2030 and looking at also Saudi Arabia cities, what's basically happening around the city, especially now that the city is sort of the fulcrum for development across the region.
Okay. First of all, thank you for hosting me in this great venue with the great leaders and transformers of Saudi Arabia. I know there is a lot of audience here have participations in the development program of Saudi Arabia. Today we are lucky in living in this era because we have now a great story that we can tell the generations. Today, with the Vision 2030, we have clear targets. One of them is to have 3 cities minimum at the top 100 livable cities by 2030. So this is a big achievement. Today we are progressing. Jeddah and Riyadh now very close to reach that targets today. We hope that the 3rd city is coming closer. So this is one of the main transformations that we have. The green cities by 2030, we are planning to plant more than 10 billion trees around the country. These huge targets are not coming from the sky. It's already progressing. There is a plan behind it. By 2060, as per the statement of His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, that we want zero carbon country by 2060. These are big plans that we are all working together, hand in hand, private sector, government sectors, and we hope that we can live to see these achievements.
Oh, great. I think it's already underway. I mean, I understand that Mecca globally is 39 in the IMD report, right? I'm correct, right? 39, correct. Yeah, in terms of sustainability and how you're doing all of the climate.
As a smart city.
As a smart city, yes. So, I mean, I think you guys are on that path, right?
So what we see now is Mecca, we are trying to digitalize most of the services. What we believe is that it's about the quality of the development. It's not about the development
Correct.
Anymore. Maybe the mindset now changing from building buildings into building lifestyles. So the aim now is to have more services, more technology that make the journey of any resident or visitor an experience. So here comes the innovation, here comes the technology, and as you mentioned, now today Mecca at the 39 ranked as per the IMD ranking cities. So this is one of the mandates that all the parties are working on. Today at Al Balad Al Amin, we are also working to digitalize the F&B services in Mecca. So most of the providers, the suppliers, everything has to come under system, under supervision. So this improves the lifestyle, this improves the quality of life, and that's the aim for everybody.
I mean, just listening to you, right, I'm going to say, looking at the quantum of religious tourism, right, and how you have done what you're doing, and at your company, helping with the development of the city, right? What strategically differentiates Mecca, right, from other cities within Saudi Arabia? And if you like, you might want to, take an extension to other global cities.
So Mecca is a unique city. It's a target for 2 billion Muslims around the world. So it has its own uniqueness, every city has its own identity. Mecca, it has own identity. It's one of the historic. So when you look at the hospitality sector, you have a huge demand to serve all these visitors. This year, it has been announced that we had last year 18 million visitors. The target is to increase this number to 30 million by 2030. So this requires a huge investment in the infrastructure, how to scale up the emphasis on the services that you're going to provide. Again, Mecca, this is the third largest city in terms of population among Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So they have already 2.5 million residents who lives there. So it requires an improvement of most of the sectors. We can see the logistics sectors. We're working with many projects now to improve the logistics city. We are developing now a city for food, and we call it Food City. This will be a unique model where it will be something globally can be recognized, because we are going to combine all the providers under one umbrella. Balad Al Amin leading this exercise now. It's a very unique. We're working with top lead consultants to come up with new ideas, innovative thoughts, how we can bring everybody together under that umbrella. So these are examples of things that we're working in Mecca, how to improve the quality and how to improve the services there.
I mean, I'm smiling because with the kind of description that you have given, you would agree with me that it is safe for me to say that Mecca City is almost like it's a complex city, right?
Correct.
Now, if you're looking at such a city, the question then becomes, in terms of governance, right? How are you able to enable all of the levers and tweaking just so that there's some sort of coordination in developing that city? So I'm concerned about the governance. How are you guys helping to do that?
So I think now the key word is coordination, and this is what is the key word for success last year for Hajj season. I think there is a big now coordination between RCMC, between the municipality, between Al Balad Al Amin, or the related party between private and government sectors. So we have multi meetings where you do a regular talks, thoughts, workshops, to make sure that we all align together. So we drive a vision, and everybody have his own goals. Kidana, for example, they lead all the development when it comes to Mina, Arafah, Muzdalifah, which is the holistic places in Mecca. We, Al Balad Al Amin, take care of all the city development for real estate and services as well. The RCMC, they put the master plan of the city. So there is a coordination between all the parties, and we can see that in the change that Mecca has witnessed in the last year. So anyone will visit today Mecca, and last year he will see a big difference now, and maybe the people who have live in Mecca understand the transformation that we are going through today.
Okay, so another interesting thing, because I know that when you have development of this scale and you have several units coordinating the city, so the issue then becomes moving from all of strategy to execution, right? So the question is then, in terms of alignment, right, what's basically happening with all of these different cities that you have mentioned? I understand that you said there's a lot of coordination, right? Now, I'm asking this to sort of have a sense or gauge whether for the Vision 2030, the development plans for Mecca City is going to happen, or with what's happening with the complexities, is sort of slowing down. You think that there will be a slowdown in the delivery that you have in the vision?
See, the beauty of Mecca is driven by demand. So
Correct.
it's not a project that we see a real demand in Mecca in different sectors. And I have numbers in each sectors, how we can see, and we did a gap analysis in all sectors. So we can see there's a gap in the healthcare. So we are inviting all the healthcare investors to come and fill that gap. In the residential, in the labor camps, because of the huge developments that we have, we require many projects. Now we just launched a project that will be catering that segment. So we are doing labor camp, and we're inviting many investors and developers to work in that sectors. We just awarded now Car City. So this is all scalable project, but there is a huge demand that fills that gap. Commercial, there is a lot of gap in the retail sectors, which we can see in the pipeline. We signed a couple of mandates with leaders developers in that sector. So I think this is the beauty of Mecca, is that it's driven by demand. There is increase in the number of the visitors. Even the residents themselves, the target they are going to, or the expectation is to grow from 2.5 to 3 million residents. Again, the geographic allocation of Mecca allows Mecca to be also visited from different neighbors or cities. So, for example, Taif, Jeddah, the connectivity with Al-Madinah through the train system. So, all this gives Mecca an advantage, an edge to investors. Now, the new regulations of allowing the non-Saudis, Muslims, to come and buy in Mecca, which will be very announced soon. These all gives motivation to the investors to come and invest Mecca and make it an attractive city to come.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, I'm looking at your colleague. I know that you have a flight to catch, so I'm just trying to skim through some of the very important things that our audience should get to understand, right? And it brings me to this last part, so you don't miss your flight, right?
No worries.
So now, because of the work that you do, right, as CEO at Abad, right? So how would you say, in terms of investment opportunities, I know that you have touched on a bit of them, right? And you have talked about how the enactment for the law for non-Saudi Muslims to be able to invest in Saudi, right? So I'm looking at, in what specific areas are you looking at this sort of urban investments, right? And how does it bridge the gap between the public and the private sector? Are you looking at only government investment, or you're also looking at private sector investments? Yeah.
Okay. So this announcement will become in details once they declare it fully. And they were mentioning it will be coming very soon this year. The effectiveness has started 22nd of January. So that's give the kickoff start to go for the project. Let me take it from a different angle. Today, let me give you the big projects that are taking place in Mecca, and that will be one of the considered projects that to look at. So we have Bawabat al-Malik Salman. This is a huge, or this is the largest development among the world. This is a huge development that will be starting very soon in Mecca. We have one of the largest development under 7, which is an entertainment projects catering to give more luxury of life and quality for the visitors and the residents. We have mega projects by Roshan, by Sumu, by Dakhir, Jabal Umar, Masar. These are projects that we are proud to see it in Mecca, because today these projects are going to be target for everybody. Now the regulation will determine exactly which project, how the regulation, the government, it will come later on the detailed descriptions. But at this stage we are very optimistic that most of these projects will see life very soon.
Okay, great. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry that's about all we can take with Engineer Hassan and Tasiji, CEO of Abalad Al-Amin Development Company. Please, a round of applause for my guests, please.
Thank you so much.